Hi, so today we will be saying why this connection in your life still lingers. Why do you still dream about them? Why are you still feeling their energy? Why do we still have these connections that feel to move us so deeply? And to do this, we will be choosing one of the numbers, which is 111, 222, or 333. Wait, sorry. 111, 333, or 999. I have already forgotten. And we're going to choose these numbers, but first, I would like us to try to connect with our core being, to try to find a bit of peace inside of ourselves. And to begin this, I actually want to put some nice music. Well, hopefully it's nice. I'm going to put it here a bit low. I don't know, some classical music, as the ones who watch me also on TikTok know I love me some good classical and relaxing music. I would like also, before we begin, that you have both of your feet planted on the ground, a good straight posture. If you're maybe watching this outside or in public transportation, at least don't have any part of your body crossed. Try to close your eyes or look at one particular position, and let's take a deep breath through our nose and out our mouth. So let's begin. Let's breathe in and breathe out through our mouth slowly. Again, let's breathe in and breathe out. One final deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouths. And from this state of peace and tranquility, what number is calling us? Is it 111, 333, or 999? Let's feel these numbers. How do they feel in our body? How do they feel in our mind and soul? When I think about 111, does it feel drawn or repelled? When I think about 333, is it calling me or is it pushing me away? When I think about 999, is it seducing or is it closed off? Okay, guys. So now that you've chosen, we're going to begin with 111. If this was your number, we're going to begin with your reading. Let's begin. Hi, Kai. Hey, Alex. How's everyone doing? Here you guys can choose with which number you're resonating with, and we're going to begin with the readings. Our first card is, why is this connection still lingering? What emotional lessons exist with said person or said connection? What they represent psychologically / spiritually right now? What the viewer needs to understand, what you guys need to understand. And whether holding on to this connection is helping us or actually hurting us. Okay, 111. The first card of why this connection is still lingering is the Nine of Swords. Sorry, the Nine of Wands. This card, I can really feel that we have created ideals surrounding this connection. we are looking at an idealized version of what we experienced. We are placing a lot of power on the energy that they made us feel, knowing deep down inside that we were the one who made the effort, that we were the one creating this energy. They were just kind of like the holder. They were the chalice that held this energy that we were giving to them. So this is why this connection still lingers. We've surrounded ourselves with concepts. We have closed our mind and our energetic field because we gave so much that right now we're feeling a bit tired. We might be feeling a bit burnt out, thinking that this person, that this experience was unique. And maybe it was unique, but we were the ones that made it this way. It wasn't them, it was all us. We put the effort, we did the work, we were creating the emotions and the experience. And what emotional lessons still exist? We have the Fool in its reversal position. I love the Fool. But in this position, I definitely feel that we were just finding, how can I say? I'm searching for the word. We were searching for a container, as I was saying before. We went into the store and just chose a container that was open to receive all that we had to give. This Fool in its reversal position, we did it not really trusting ourselves and not trusting our intuition, but we knew that we had something to say. We knew that we had something to give to the world, and there was someone willing to receive this. And in a way, oh my god, sorry guys, I live with dogs and they sometimes go a bit crazy and bark. And they in some way reflected back all this lovely energy that we were giving on to them. And, it wasn't foolish. In a way, we calculated. And that is the emotional lesson. That we were just looking where to give all this that exists within us. That we were just looking for a container. And what they represent psychologically or spiritually to us is the Page of Swords. It is the knowledge that we've acquired. I think this connection is making us so wise, even today, when we step into it from a place of curiosity. When we step and look back at it, because the Page of Swords is looking back at this experience and knowing, holding it like, okay, I'm still holding on to these memories. I'm still holding on to these thought forms, but I am free from them. I am looking at the past still, but knowing that a future is ahead of me. But I am wiser. I learned like a teenager. The Page of Swords is that teenager. I learned through experience. I learned by living it, by thinking about it. And now I can look back as a wiser version of myself. Hi! Well, right now these are more collective reading, guys, but hi, Meta. Or wait, Venus, a boy. Who are you, love? I know who you are. ¿Qué tal, bebé? I do more of those kinds of questions and readings over on my TikTok. You can check my links down below, and you can also see the rest of my readings there. Anyways, back to you, 111. Whoever is resonating with this number, remember that this collective reading is for you. Later, we're going to go with the group of 333 and then the group of 999. of why these connections are still lingering. Anyways, what we need to understand 111 from this experience is the hanged man. Maybe sometimes we need to be left hanging. Sometimes we need to look at situations from a completely different perspective. And this is your lesson right now. Maybe we're feeling stuck. We're feeling like this lingering connection is not letting us move forward. And it's not. We are actually not moving forward due to this connection. But with the hanged man, it's when we're in this stuck sensation, it's because we're being called to a pause so that we can look at it. But now, the real knowledge, the real experience, the real mystical, alchemical, transformative experience of the hangman is to look at it from a different perspective, is to see that what we experienced in this connection, it was our doing. It wasn't what that person was doing to us. Yes, connection and relationships are important. Bonds are important. Bonds make us grow. But you were the one putting the effort, love. You were the one putting all the energy. And it was just that, they were kind of like that chalice. They were that place to hold the love and the amazingness that you offer. And that's how you have to look at it. That's how you have to change your perception regarding this connection. And now we're going to look at whether holding on is helping or hurting. So we have the Knight of Cups in its reversal position. And holding on, it's hurting. It's not helping. Holding on in the sense that we still have all these emotions that we would have liked to share with this person. Why don't we write them down? Why don't we give them to ourselves? Why don't we use all this nurturing energy that we contain, all this beauty, all this love, all this care, and give it back to ourselves? Or to our pets, or to our family, or to our platonic loves, which are our friends. And it's not about holding it in. It is about releasing it, but also releasing this connection by realizing that they were just the container of this infinite and abundant love that you gave. Anyways, 111, I hope this message resonated with you guys. Remember, if you'd like to see my other services or my other readings, you can check the link down below. And thank you guys for being here. Now we're going to go with the group 333. I think I'm a 333. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm always a 333. I love that number. I am a 333 girly. I want to see how the votations are going, but I don't know. Okay, there we go. Oh, I did put 222. Okay. Oh, thank you. Loved when the dog barks with the dog on the Fool. Oh, yes. I didn't notice that. Literally, the dog was barking with the Fool. Guys, it was 333 and then 999. I messed up with the poll. Anyways, we're going to go with 333. I still make so many mistakes in these lives, but that's what makes them fun and interesting. That's your number, Kai? That's my number 2. Okay, we're going to connect with the collective that is experiencing 333. Oh, really, Kai? That's incredible. 33. Okay, my beautiful group of 333s. Why is this connection still lingering? Oh my god, we got the 3 of Cups. I just had to say it. Sorry, I got excited. I'm confused as well. It was 111 333 999, but I kind of messed it up in the poll. I can't take myself serious. What emotional lessons exist? Group 333. what they represent psychologically and spiritually to us. What the viewer needs, what the group 333 needs to understand. Whether holding on is helping or hurting. My beautiful group of 333, this is a very different experience that I am seeing here. Let me open up a bit of cards because some of the questions got more cards. Okay, why this connection still lingers? This connection lingers because of our desire for community. This person actually reflects a friendship. It reflects the sense of being understood, of someone with whom you can show a different side to you that others seem to not understand. There is camaraderie. There is this sense of understanding, but in a way that feels lighthearted. It is desire for connection. It is desire for community. And they offer that sense of community. And we're just seeing that friendship and maybe in a way confusing it with something else. But our true desire there is for platonic love, for that love that understands us, that is there with us, with no particular interest other than the time we share. And that is why this energy lingers, because you see in each other this camaraderie, this respect, this joyfulness, this kind of like juvenile happiness. And what emotional lesson exists with this connection that lingers is the Two of Wands. The lesson, the emotional lesson, is that the world is so much bigger than we actually think it is, that we can connect with people on so many different levels, that we are here to learn. And this person is here to teach us. They are opening the world to us. They are making us experience things we have not experienced before. They are teaching us things. They are opening curiosities. They're making us recognize things that we are curious about. And they're like planting a seed that is really pushing us to want to search out into the world, to try new things. And what do they represent for us on a psychological and spiritual level? The Queen of Pentacles, and we also have the Queen of Cups. They represent a safe space. Maybe when we were young, we didn't have these safe spaces. Maybe when we were young, we had imaginary friends. Maybe when we were young, we would dream of some special kinds of friendships, because maybe we didn't get that friendship in our family group. Maybe our family didn't give that much importance to the beauty of friendships. But deep down inside, we wanted that. We wanted to be held. We wanted to be understood. And they represent that. They represent a place, a placeholder, that they are there to understand us. They are there to offer us this, this very comfortable place that maybe we didn't have as children. What we need to understand: justice, balance, sacred balance, that this connection lingers, that this connection is still there because they brought a sense of balance into our world. They broke kind of like these doubts that we had in our head. They made us realize different things about ourselves. They helped us connect with a part of our truth, a different version of ourselves that just came out and, in a way, spoke to the world. And so, we need to understand that they brought this sacred balance. And whether holding on is helping or hurting, more than helping or hurting, the holding on is just helping us understand. I think we're processing this more from a logical standpoint, from a place of desire of connecting. They taught us about connection. They taught us about friendship, camaraderie. It makes me think of the song Ribs by Lorde. I don't know if you guys have heard it. If not, I really invite you to listen to the song. Close your eyes while you listen to the song and just think about these friendships that you always dreamed of and imagined. And I think this person made us feel that way. Anyways, my group 333, I hope this message resonated with you. Parts of it got me even a bit emotional. I'm not gonna lie. It reminded me of when I saw this message, it really reminded me of when I would read the Harry Potter books and I just dreamed of friendships like Hermione, Ron, and Harry. These friendships that feel like family, and that I kind of was just craving that so deeply. Okay, now we're gonna go with 999, or the third choice, however you guys chose. Sorry for being so confusing. But now we're gonna go with 333. Sorry, with 999. You see, I keep messing up. Gosh. SMG, who are you, love? I'm sorry. It's just with these usernames, it's hard to know. Okay, my fellow 999, let's get into this reading. Why does this connection still linger? What emotional lessons exist? What do they represent on a psychological and spiritual level for 999? What do you need to understand? Whether holding on is helping or hurting right now. My beautiful group of 999s, the Ace of Swords. The Ace cards always talk about potential. They are pure potential. And with the sword, it is potential of an ideal, of air. It was a potential that was built on her mind. It was potential and all these this world that we built inside of our heads regarding this connection. And we really got attached to that potential, more than the actions, because I'm not seeing any earth here except the devil. We just got the only earthy part of this connection was our own attachment to an ideal, to what was talked about, but was it experienced? That is definitely a question. And it lingers because we keep it alive in our head. Because we're still looking at it a bit idealized. And we stayed with the potential. That's why situationships, I'm not saying this is a situationship, but this is why situationships can be so addicting. This is why situationships can be so hard to let go of. Because they were potential. and they stayed as potential. 999. And even if this didn't work out, because we have this Wheel of Fortune in reversal position, the lesson is sometimes illusion, the devil, the great con artist, capable of selling our souls just for a bit of fulfillment, just for a bit of ecstasy. The devil hides the fire. The devil hides the truth. And that is the lesson. This attachment, this emotional attachment that we have to a potential, to an ideal, to something that was built on clouds, it's not showing us the truth. It's leaving us stuck on something that wasn't fully real. I'm not saying that it's not real, but it wasn't tangible, right? And what does this represent spiritually and psychologically? We have the sun. This represents our innocence. And this is beautiful. And we shouldn't let this innocence die. 999. We are this, rising sun. We are this warmth that we shine onto people. And we have this beautiful innocence that we cannot let go of. We have this innocence that we have to take care of as something sacred, as something beautiful. And the lesson here is we were innocent. We were beautiful in this sense. We were embracing this Christ-like mindset of just seeing the best in others. What we need to understand is that chapter, that cycle may have closed, but with that closure, we are a different version of ourselves. With that closure, we are wiser. We have closed off a great cycle, a major arcana card cycle. And now comes a time for potential. A potential with fire. A potential with desire. Now we're going to connect with a different kind of potential. A new potential is coming into our life that is a bit more tangible. And holding on is hurting. It's not helping. We're still hoping, expecting a conversation, forward movement. And this is your confirmation that the cycle is done, that we have to let go, that things in life die, but new things are reborn. This is a sign that we're holding on to a corpse, something that has faded. And it's beautiful, and it will always coexist within us, in our soul, and in our memory, and in our experiences. But it's just part of the past now. It is just a story that we can tell ourselves, that we can transmute, and that we can tell others. Anyways, my lovely group of 999 and all of you guys, I hope this message resonated with you. Remember, I go live here every Tuesday and Thursdays throughout the month, except the last week of the month where we go live 4 times a week, because we're going to go through all of the signs, kind of like predictions for the next month. I hope this message resonated with you. Give this video a like. Go subscribe to my channel. Go check out my other social media accounts where I have different kinds of content, and also my Ko-Fi shop where you can get different kinds of reading with me. And I hope you have a blessed day, a blessed week, a blessed month, a blessed year, and a blessed life. Thank you for sharing this space with me. It was lovely. I'm sorry if I confused you with the numbers. I'm still learning my way around these YouTube lives, but I am enjoying it so dearly. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I hope to see you soon. Bye.